Alright, I had 5 lights, or blackjack rabbit here. The light of day, 5 lights harbor. Pretty much I had the dwarven city, and dwarven was the main language of the land. And my thinking was that they were the main trader, because languages usually follow who's leading in trading. If everyone trades in one language, that's going to be the dominant language. So what I did for a harbor for them is I had a 5 points harbor. Be a harbor. I'll have to break out my map for this. You're not going to see it. You had like 5 lighthouses on it, and the lighthouses were, you had 3 here on a rock thing, which would kind of block the harbor, and you had 1 on each side, and that was the 5 points harbor. And at one point, that harbor, you know, they had a light A, because then ships can get in and out at nighttime, so they would hit the thing using the lighthouses. But then another reason why they had those things there was for rathbone. And they had, you know, big catapults to fight off rathbone at the time. I just like the whole concept of the 5 lights. I kind of had a crazy idea with the 5 lights, or I had a couple crazy ideas with the harbor here. I had an idea where their ships would come in here, and then they had goods would be able to easily transported to the dwarven city via water channels. So they would have water going with barges, and you'd have water going to the channel to the city, and then you'd have empty barges coming back, so you can send goods and supplies back and forth easily. And then I had some type of I'm trying to remember exactly how I had that set up for the water, because I was thinking you could have the one here and there, but somehow once the water goes down in here, you got to get the water back up there. I can't remember if I was either thinking like big water wheels, which would bring water up using either a water elemental or something. Otherwise, I was thinking a goofy idea. I don't know if it's goofy, but it's kind of interesting idea of dimensional doors. Having dimensional doors set up at the top and at the bottom, so that the water would flow through, come to the bottom, and then go back to the top in a cycle. So that was just the way that they could move goods around. My other idea with the 5 lights harbor was that it'd also be a trading point for aquatic creatures. So at the time I was reading a book, it was in the same thing with the creature catalog books. I think it was a Seafarer's Guide or something like that. And I kind of like the idea of having, you know, the potential for underwater adventures and underwater trading. So there was actually aquatic elves there, or if there weren't elves, there was something else that you could trade with if you knew where to look and where to trade. Speaking of that, that's going to lead us to my next video, which is the dwarven town. What happened to it? Thank you.